So many times people think successful networking has to do with an elevator pitch. You know, the idea of an elevator pitch. The concept is if we got on an elevator together on the 30th floor and I realized, gosh, we should be doing business together. During the time that it takes the elevator to get from the 30th floor to the lobby, I would recite 2 or 3 sentences that I've pre-memorized telling you what I am, what I do, and what makes me great at my job. The problem is, think about it this way. If we got on an elevator together and I flicked a switch in my back and just started to recite things about myself, just blah, 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 verbal vomit all over you, what would you do when we got to the lobby and the doors opened? You'd run, you'd get away. In years of asking this question of thousands of people, nobody has ever looked at me and said, I would take you to the Starbucks in the lobby to buy you coffee to learn more. So the idea of the elevator pitch actually repels people when we're networking at events. This is another video in my ABCs of Conference Networking video series, and we are up to the letter Q, and Q stands for questions. When you attend a networking event and you're meeting new people, or even if you're running into people who you already know, rather than reciting some quippy 3-sentence elevator pitch that you pre-memorized, ask questions about them. Ask questions that get people to talk to you. They've actually done surveys. When 2 people meet for the first time, the person who talks the most likes the other person more than the person who talks the least likes that talker. So what you want to do when you meet new people is ask a lot of questions. Get them to tell you about their job and why they came to that networking event. In fact, one of the best questions that you can ask at a networking event is, why did you come to this event? Because the reason they came is quite possibly different than the reason you are there. So when you hear their reason, not only will it be interesting, but secondly, you may come up with a whole secondary reason for being present at the event and therefore increase your ROI of attending. Whatever it is you ask people, you need to get them talking to you, but you can't just pepper them with question after question. You have to have some thought out questions of where you want to go. So make sure that instead of taking those brain cells and memorizing 3 sentences about yourself, take those brain cells and memorize 2 or 3 questions that are open-ended that will get people to share about who they are and what they do so well. Then, after you've talked to them, most people will flip it around and they'll ask you questions about yourself. And a natural conversation will come out of the back and forth that you're having. So remember, one of the ways to be really successful while networking is ask a lot of questions of other people. Being curious about others always brings you more opportunity than just talking about yourself. Thank you so much for watching that entire video. Do me a favor, subscribe to my channel. It would make me so happy. Just take your finger and push that little button or your cursor, click that little icon that says subscribe. Thank you. Have a great day.